Hey guys, this is Rocky Man Travels, and just gotta say that I've traveled all over the world, and right now I'm in China. Been in China since the COVID-19 came, and I have to say is in terms of meeting friends here, it's very difficult. And I've been to Japan. It's more easy to meet friends. But in China, I can't really, I really haven't had success. It's been like 2 years now, actually. And same thing, if you go online, there's so many scammers. And I'm sure there are genuine people, but it's just too many. It's just too many scammers, such that it drains out the positivity of this country. I know this country is very positive, and I have met some positive people here. Like the other day, one guy, he's from somewhere in the central China. He came to he came where I'm located, because he was doing a internship. And I said, hey, let's go, man, let's meet. And we met up, and I showed him around the whole city. He's never seen a beach before, so we went to the beach, and we went to he's never did VR, so we did VR. We did VR games. So it was fun. Um, but most of the time, this is a gem. It rarely happens. Most of the time, I'm scammed. I've been scammed by so many people here. And in terms of money, if you give me money, don't get it back. It's gone. But those small gems are in China, but it's so drained out by the poverty. Yeah, China is poor. It's a poor country. And, you may see, like I'm in a wealthy tier 1 city, but I gotta tell you, it's still poor. I would say people still are peasants, like a peasant mindset, peasant class. And, they're coming out from that, so they still are thinking in that. The mindset of many people are thinking that way. However, within that peasantry, within that peasant mindset, you have people who are jumping out. For some reason, the brain is wired to jump out of this peasant mindset, and they're smart and they're intelligent, like the guy I met yesterday. He was wonderful. I like to spend time with him. He's a guy, and we're close. We've been talking for 2 years. I've been talking to several Chinese friends for 2 years, but they're always far away. They're not in this city where I am. And when I try to meet people in this city, it's difficult. I'm in Shenzhen, by the way. It's hard to meet friends. I tried meetups, but all the meetups are gone because of the COVID-19. I tried online. I spent hundreds of dollars online just to meet people. And then the person, oh, I met one person. Out of 2 years, I met one person. It was a female, but she's a scammer. We were chatting, and we were chatting for a long time, and the chat was great. But when I met her in person, she was a different person, and she looked different than her picture. But I don't really care. I wanted the experience of being around uh, a Chinese person, and just chatting and maybe make a girlfriend. Uh, yeah, why not? Right? I don't want to be. Actually, I am here. I am really lonely in China. Um, but I don't want to go back to America because of the COVID-19. I feel like I'm safe here. It is lonely. Yeah, I am learning. I'm taking out this. Yeah, I'm not sure if you can hear me, but yeah, I have been learning many different languages: Vietnamese, Chinese, Spanish, Russian. Just that's there's nothing else to do, and sometimes, most of the time, I think for the most part of the year, I didn't have access to the internet, so it was difficult to learn different languages. Like if you're going to stay here or come here, you won't be able to access Facebook, YouTube, even if you use a VPN. A lot of times it doesn't work. You got to wait for many hours. Like even when I am logging into Western websites, it may take 10 minutes. When I manage my own finances, it takes me 10 minutes to do one transaction. I click a button, and I have to wait like 5 or 10 minutes again. Wait, come back to the computer, click another button. It just takes too long just to do something, unless you're using a Chinese website. But if you use a Chinese website, it's all in uh, Chinese. So you are it's difficult for a person trying to come to China uh, to survive, to do business, unless you have a Chinese friend, which is, you know. But I think if you go to Taiwan, it's better. The environment is better. The internet is open. It's freer. There's freedom of speech, so you don't have to worry. Wait, for some reason, I feel this thing is pressing down on my mind. It's like a force. Someone's always watching you, and yeah, they're always watching you. They have cameras everywhere watching you, and it just feels a little stressful. You may say the wrong things. People may be negative. I mean, a lot of people, are negative. You may just want to meet people as a friend, but this person, maybe because you're a guy. If you're a guy, this person always has a dark mind. But you want to be open. You just want to meet people. Anyway, that's my experience here. It's been 2 years. Yeah, I've only met one person. Well, I met two people in 2 years. The person I met was this month. The guy who came over here, he was great, but the other person was a scammer. And in between that time, I lost a lot of money, thousands of dollars, on just trying to meet people and trying to make friends in China. But I've never met, and the friends you make aren't really genuine, haven't been genuine here. You may chat with them, and they disappear. Uh, the moment you want to meet, a lot of them are posing as if it's a female. Here's the problem: a lot of them are posing as men are posing as women, and if they're women, I didn't meet saw a video camera of a woman. But number two, if she's a woman or man, whoever you want to meet, the person is a scammer. The person is trying to sell you something. I guess maybe they're trying to get you to buy some Bitcoin business or some invest in some secret. Give them money because they have some secret operation going on. Usually it's a love scam. People like me, I'm lonely, so actually when I talk to someone and they're nice to me, I'm also friendly. I'm a friendly, open person. It's annoying after I think hundreds of people I spoke to online, chatting. I can just count the numbers. 99% of them are scammers. On my, they use a WeChat app. 99% of them are scammers. And I just talk to the scammers. Hey, how are you doing? I know they're scammers. I just talk to them because it's hard to meet people. The moment I want to meet people, it's difficult. Can't make friends. In this city, I think I'm in the wrong city because I saw other YouTubers who are in China. They're not in Shenzhen. They're like maybe in Shanghai, or they're like on a little bit further away, like in a tier 2 city or something like that. And they seem to be down to earth. They seem to be realistic. They don't seem to be money oriented. People here in Shenzhen are just money oriented. Not everyone, but most people. Like you want to meet for example, if you want a girlfriend in Shenzhen, specifically this, I'm not sure if it's all of China, right? But it works this way. If you think of it like the Nigerian 419 scammer gone viral in the country, right? Here it's normalized. So you meet someone and a conversation will go something like, I'll read it. I'll read it to you. Okay? Okay, so I've been talking to this person and several people for a year, and it always goes something like this. Even though it's not a scam, I video chat this person, but I just think that the young people are brainwashed by the 419 phenomenon, Nigerian 419 phenomenon that's also in China. The scammers, it's like normalized. This person will tell you, be sweet to you, right? Be nice to you, talk to you for a long time. And then recently we had this conversation. It goes like this. Wait, I gotta get the right sentence. Something like that. You kind of want to meet someone, and after all this time, here's a lot of people's mindset. All I know is that people who love you will pay for you. So sometimes they'll do the birthday thing. Oh, my birthday is coming up. And so what? For me, I'm thinking, yeah, happy birthday. But what they want you to do is give them money, right? Like a peasant. Why should I give you money? For what? That's what peasants beg for money. All I know is that people who love you will pay for you, If you love me, you will transfer me money, right? That's what's going on here, and I think a lot of I feel sorry for Chinese men. I think they're going after these things. I think is if you're not in a so this is what happens with in to Americans when they speak to let's say that you want to we go to Africa, some part of Africa, Nigeria. You want to meet someone there who's a beautiful lady. They do the same thing. They have these scammers who make you wait until you have love or some feelings for the person, and then they ask you to send them money. And that's what's going on here in China. I think it's normalized with a lot of guys just giving these women money, and I don't know why. Maybe they're lonely like me, but don't fall for it. Like they try to justify it by saying every country is different. Uh, I, um, and get the right. And then when you said that when you said this is disrespectful, they would try to go back saying, oh, it's okay, and talk normal conversation again. But yeah, they would do that. They would, it's, for me that's very disrespectful. And if that once it comes, if they're your friend, right? And number one, if they don't give you back money, let's say you lend them money and they don't give it back to you, if that ever happens to you, then cut them off because friends don't do that. Friends never ask you if you're a guy with low self-esteem and this happens to you. I know a lot of you are out there like that. Maybe you're a Chinese person, maybe you're a non-Chinese person. It doesn't matter. You're a man, and you just try. You're an honest person, just trying to meet someone. And if any woman around the world does this to you, this is highly disrespectful. In China, they think it's this is normal. If you love me, you'll give me money. If you don't have a marriage contract, you shouldn't give any woman money, right? If you don't have an established bona fide relationship, you would say, I only give money to my girlfriend. I only give money to my wife, right? You don't give her money to a stranger you've never met. Oh, how about you meet me in Starbucks first? We'll talk about it, right? I'll talk about that. And then after you meet me, are we girlfriend and boyfriend? Are we in a relationship? If you're not in a relationship, don't give money to anyone. That's a big thing. And it's so common. I can just read like almost 90% of my conversations. They wait for a long time, and then you're thinking, "Oh, this is a great friend. This is a great person. We're talking. Great person. We're talking." And they're either a man, or they're a scammer, or they're a person who genuinely thinks that, "Oh, this is okay to ask the guy for money. That's what I pay for my clothes or something." That's what's going on in China. I don't know about the rest of the world, but because I'm here, it's in 2 years, and I haven't met a single person, a genuine person. I think all the genuine people that I've met are always far away from the city. I think I said it already. They're always far away from the city. But yeah, I'm happy I met a guy yesterday. It was so fun, and he was a normal person. And I think maybe because he's not from the city, so his mind isn't warped or weird by only caring about money. Oh, I also think that people only care about money here is because of the Cultural Revolution. Something happened at that time where people somehow, I just think that it's linked to that in some way, where people during the time were spying on. Yeah, once you're spying, they were spying on each other, right? So they lost trust in each other. They lost trust in their neighbor. Like for example, I read somewhere where a guy spied on his friend's journal. He was reading his journal to see if he was against the Communist Party or something, right? And then, of course, that made his friend feel very sad. But that was so common. People spotted each other, told their neighbor, like what's happening in Hong Kong right now. They're paying people to spy on their neighbors and stuff. At least I read that. That's happening right now in Hong Kong. I don't really know. I'm not there, but based upon what I've learned through studying Chinese history, yeah, I think that a lot of things, the lack of trust, highly selfishness of person, of people, stinginess, all this coming from around the 1960s, and it became some type of culture. Whoever tells you that there's Chinese culture in mainland China, there is none. It's gone after the 1949. Everything's disappeared, right? Whatever is left in Chinese culture is probably I don't know. Maybe the language, some memories of food that they ate. If you get out of the city, go further down to the remote areas, there's probably some culture there too. Some dances, some ways of keeping time. Most of it's gone. I think uh, Taiwan is a rediscovered. While mainland China was destroying their culture, Taiwan was restoring itself, finding themselves once again, finding that old culture. So if you're thinking you're coming to come to mainland to find culture, you're wrong. Go to Taiwan. If you go to Taiwan, you're gonna find you're gonna find culture there that's not in mainland China. Whatever they're calling culture, like give me money, this is our culture. If you love me, give me money. That's not a culture at all. That's a mental psychological. That's a psychological problem. That's not a culture. That's a big problem stemming from the 1960s a peasant way of thinking. People, if you're poor, you just and you say to your lover, I only care about money. Then there's something mentally wrong with you. And if you're telling your children, look at that boy over here. Look at that boy. Look at that student. He does well. He gets A's in schools. Why can't you get A in school? Or look at that couple over there. They do that. Why can't you do that? That's a psychological problem. It stems from a misunderstanding of lack of humanity. This doesn't happen anywhere else. Just here. You can go to other countries, Taiwan or Hong Kong. Hong Kong probably is okay, but now Hong Kong is probably going to change into mainland China. In a few years, I don't know. The culture may change. The people may change too. But Taiwan would be better, or Japan, or I think I've never been to Singapore yet, but they speak Chinese there, so it probably is a better environment as well. But the environment here is still poor. It's still a third world country. Here, it's so much. No matter what you see on TV, yeah, Shenzhen's rich, blah blah blah. It's a poor country because the mindset of a lot of people are poor. Not all, but most. Okay, most. I would say 95%. You have, like I said, you have gems out there. People with open minds, people who are beautiful, wonderful, intelligent, willing to discover a new world, willing to see what's out there. But as here, you're not gonna find it. You're not gonna find this. If you're looking for love, yeah. Also, be warned. If you're looking for love here, uh, remember, you know, just think, and you're online, just think, hey, if you love me, give me money. That's what they're thinking in their mind. Or buy me this, buy me. You're thinking you are going to date a person whose parents told them, hey, your neighbor, your friend, your classmate has this and such and this many A's. Why don't you? Now, when you meet that person, they're going to be thinking the same way. They're passing that on to the next generation. They're going to tell their children the same thing. So, what you got to do is, if you have the energy, bring them out of that mindset. If they're open-minded, guide them. You have to guide them out of this mindset. I think that the Chinese government also wants to change the mindset of many people too, from that to something else. But you know what? Most of the people, most of the middle class it's just 20 or 30 years old, right? It's too new, and then materialism has overtaken the country. A lot of people just only care about money. They're selfish, but not all. Some people just are genuine people, and I met very few of them, but they're out there somewhere. It's just harder to find in China, in mainland China. I don't even know why I made this. I guess I just wanted to share my experience here in mainland China. That it's different from maybe different from other YouTubers. Yeah, they're showing you some cars. Lamborghini. Yeah, people have Lamborghinis, or I haven't seen Lamborghini. Yeah, I saw Ferrari, BMW. It doesn't matter. Uh, that's just as a result of some coming out of poverty and getting into debt with buying a BMW. It doesn't mean anything, you know, because the mindset is still peasant-like, from peasantry. They haven't, if your mind isn't good, you're still poor, right? The key thing is to come out of that. is to have a new mindset. You may have the money, but your mind is, if your mind is still poor, you're still poor. You're still a peasant in our eyes. America is a rich country. Japan is a rich country. Singapore is a rich country. But the majority of people don't have the peasant mindset that people still here have. And maybe it's going to change in the next 50 to 100 years. Hopefully, China 2025, people will just boom suddenly change, like the economy, like the buildings there that are being changed. Hopefully, the mindset will change like that too. That would be great. But human beings don't work that way. Human beings don't change so quickly unless they're willing to do it or forced to do it. So I would say 2050. If you're looking for someone, maybe they'll be more like a Taiwanese or a Japanese or a Singaporean person or a Thailand person or American person who is genuine. Around that time, yeah, there are genuine people here, but majority, right? I think a lot of people here are frustrated by the people who are bad, right? Or people who are have no manners here. Yeah, I think a lot of people are frustrated, but they don't say anything. They're too scared. But I want to put it out there. I want to tell you that's what I see here. And I'm here, when I left, went to Hong Kong, I was like, oh my gosh, people are so friendly. Then when they went to South Korea, I thought, oh my gosh, this is heaven. Then when I went to Japan, I was like, wow, this is amazing. Then I came back. I went back down, right? Then I went to Hong Kong. I was like, oh gosh, yeah. Then I went to mainland China. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm here again. So that's the feeling I got, from being here. Um, I didn't realize it. I didn't realize that I was feeling depressed, feeling bad being here. But I have to be here. I'm stuck here. It's a safe country. For now, I'm here. I don't have any friends in mainland China that want to hang out with me and play with me and learn a language. Yeah, I'm trying to learn Photoshop, Dreamweaver, just different apps. I go online and say, let's have a group, let's meet up and learn something. Because they say that I want to learn something. They say they want to learn something, right? They want to learn Photoshop. Okay, let's meet up, and I have all the tools and stuff to learn it. Let's do it together. To this day, it's been 2 years. Nope. Okay, Chinese. I want to learn Chinese. Okay, it's been 2 years. No, nobody. But when I went to other countries, when I wanted to learn uh, Philippine Hua, gosh, Tagalog, right? Tagalog, so Korean, Japanese, Vietnamese. Vietnamese is also, a developing country. Any other language, people, it's easy to meet people, have discussion with them, trying to learn a language. But in China, mainland China, no one going to meet you. It's very difficult to meet someone unless they're like I did meet Chinese people outside of mainland China. Like I met a Chinese person, Chinese people, not just one person, outside of mainland China. It was in South Korea. I was like, trying to study Chinese. It's so simple, very easy. You want to meet up? Yes, open-minded. But in mainland China, no. Yeah. Hard to meet anyone. I don't know what they're thinking in their head. They talking about they want to learn English. I want to learn Chinese. Let's meet up. Let's come to the coffee shop. I'm here every night. I'm here every day. We'll meet up. It's a struggle just to meet them. And I think maybe because I'm in a big city, so maybe I have an hypothesis. Maybe because I'm in a big city, people have hard, rough lives, and they probably meet a lot of bad people who are. I don't think they meet a lot of foreigners. I highly doubt it, but I think they're meeting local people who are bad to them. And so when they meet a genuine person, when they finally meet up with a genuine person or talk to a genuine person, they are interpreting the genuine person as a bad person. I don't know, but it's been 2 years, so I don't know. Who knows? So that's what? I'm glad I made this video. It helped me let out some steam because I wasn't I think before I made this video I was trying to study. I was studying 5 different languages. And when I was studying Chinese, my mind was getting a little bit sad because I have no one to talk to. Um, but I'm glad I made this video, letting out some steam. Uh, okay, yeah. Anyway, the friend I have, he left. He went back to Guangzhou. He had an internship, and from Guangzhou, he's going back to Chongqing somewhere. Well, take care. Bye bye. I'm going back to studying Chinese, Japanese, Vietnamese, Thailand. I'm learning the Thailand language too. I learned it today. Oh, that's so difficult. Vietnamese was difficult in the beginning, and it still is. Uh, but yeah, I'm learning. I know Spanish, but I forgot a lot of things, so I'm gonna go back to learning that too. Uh, I don't have anyone. I think in China, I have no one to talk to here. I'm learning these languages by myself. Maybe when after a year or two, when COVID-19 disappears, I'll be able to just go to any country and speak like five languages. Who knows? Right. Okay. Take care. Bye bye.